Hans Chemisto, FightHype.com, here with Coach Red, one of the coaches of Terrence Crawford. How you feeling today, man?
I feel good, man. How you feel?
I'm feeling great, man. Glad to see you down here, man.
Thank
First off, before we talk about Terrence, tell us a little bit about the fighter that you have on this card Saturday night, man.
Charles Lolo Harris. We getting him down, 140 pounder, 8 fights. This is his first fight on the PB. Well, it's the last card, but he just watch him tomorrow. He's gonna be on the undercard on the YouTube side, and he's gonna put up a spectacular performance. A lot of people don't know who he is just yet, but these next couple of fights, people gonna start paying attention to him. He's known in the gyms in Vegas. I'm gonna tell you that. Ask some of the people in Vegas some of the sparring sessions that they've seen him. You know what I mean? And he was a chief sparring partner for Keyshawn Davis for his last fight. Like, he got a lot of experience, good work, good speed, young, fast, hungry. Like, you're gonna see something tomorrow with him.
That's perfect.
Charles Lolo Harris.
Got it. Wanted to make sure the fans got a chance to listen to him, man. All right, gotta ask you about Terrence, man. He's been kind of chilling. I wouldn't say laying low, but he's been chilling, kind of weighing his options. Obviously, he has to fight Spence against next. If it happened at 154 pounds, I know you're backing your guy to win anyways, but are you expecting at least a little bit of a more competitive fight this time?
We gotta see when we get in there. One thing that we're always gonna come prepared. It don't matter what. It don't matter how the outcome was last time. It's like you gotta respect your opponent. You know what I mean? And he's gonna try to right his wrongs. He's gonna try to change some things up with his preparation and things like that. So he might come a little bit stronger. Pause. But it's just we're always gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready for whatever he brings, just like we was the first time. I can't tell you how it's gonna play out, but of course, us with a dominant victory.
Would love to know, man, if Crawford does end up beating Spence again, the guy that a lot of people want to see him fight is Jaron Ennis. We understand commercially anyways, he doesn't really bring too much to the table. People will say he's a quote-unquote email champion, but just you looking at him, you've seen a lot of great fighters. Do you think he's the real deal?
I think he's the real deal. He just haven't had the time to prove it yet. He haven't had the opponents to prove it yet, and we dealt with that with Terrence's career. We didn't get the right opponent. Like quote unquote in the media. When you look back at Bud's resume, they should give those guys a little bit more credit than they did, because it was a lot of name recognition was why other guys was getting more recognition than Bud's guys, but they was as equally, if not better, talented than guys that, like Spence's guys, he got credit for. We fought equally tough or even better competition. So with that being said, I think with the eyeball test, absolutely, I'm not gonna sit here and hate and say nothing crazy. I think he has the goods. He has the speed. He has the footwork. He has the flash. He's entertaining. Like, he can fight righty. He can fight lefty. He does a lot of good things. And he's mean. He wants to get you out of here. He wants to knock you out. So that's, So he's a good fighter.
So, with you saying that, is it understandable why some fans are a little bit, I don't want to say they're critical of Terrence, because he's walked through Spence, and he's 40-0 now. He can do whatever he wants. But a lot of fans are just like, we know how great you are. We think that this Boots kid is really great. We want to see you two guys fight.
Well, did they give us those opportunities? He got an email championship, which is no diss to him, but we didn't get people just throwing at us. We were supposed to get a Pacquiao fight for 5 years. They never gave that to us. Like, we earned it the hard way. We earned it the hard way, and we reaping the rewards of going through that grind, going through that grit and that grind, and finally getting the recognition that he deserves and getting the fights that he deserves. And he has earned the right to fight mega fights. That's not a mega fight. He's toward the tail end of his career. So, you want the biggest fights possible. We fought all the mandatories. We fought everybody that they put in front of us. And now we have he has control of his career and do what he wants.
Is it as simple as either Canelo or nobody at this point?
I don't know what it's going to be. Like, we haven't, we've been training other guys. We've been on the road. We'll be home for the holidays, and we'll talk to Terrence to see what our next moves are going to be. But like I said, he's been chilling, he's been traveling, he's been with his kids, he's got businesses he's running. You know what I mean? So, when we get back, we'll figure out everything. Moving forward, what's the short term and long term plans.
When you look at Terrence, I know you said that you guys have to go back and look at some of the options, but outside of Boots and Canelo, the options, at least to me, don't really seem that great because Jamel is not undisputed anymore. There's nobody really at 160. 168 is really that class where Canelo is about the same size as Crawford.
To you, it might not be no options. There's options available. I mean, it's always.
Is there anybody intriguing to you per se?
To me, it don't matter. I just, I'm a boxing coach. I don't get into that business of, matchmaking and all that. I'm ready to get with the team and figure out whoever the name is and get in a training camp and break this person down. That's what I do. That's what we do as a team. So that's what I'm concerned with. Whoever it is, we're gonna be ready for them. It's just what it is.